Okay. All right.
You
You can
know,
hear me,
for
right?
some reason, I don't know what happened, but suddenly your PlayStation microphone doesn't sound as bad as it did like 10 seconds ago. So,
Okay.
continue
Cool.
doing what you're doing. Maybe because I slowly lowered my standards over time, but it sounds pretty okay.
Can you not be a dick about this? I'm having a hard time.
Okay, no. I'm not trying to be. I just think I think it's funny that the guy running the voice acting show is having trouble with his microphone. I think
It
that's
wasn't
funny.
happening before you showed up.
I
Therefore, it's your
think
fault.
that's funny. Okay.
I think I'm gonna scapegoat you for this issue because this
Thank
is
you.
this is your fault somehow.
Okay, I agree with that
But
statement.
now that Craig is recording and all the birds and bees are in their little nests,
I
and
don't like that analogy.
now that all the sex dolls are back in the mannequin store, uh,
Okay, okay, yeah. Where I'm gonna stop there before it gets worse.
okay, now that all the dildos are just
Stop, please.
okay, all right, okay, that's not going in the YouTube video.
Yay. Okay.
All right. Serious professional mode time. Okay. Hello, dear listeners. My name is Solomon, and I'm here with.
Who? Me? Oh, I'm Joey. Wait. Joey, start
Say
over. Damn it.
no. God damn it. Okay. It's very simple. Just say your name, whatever they want, whatever you want to be
You
referred to
can't put
as.
me on the spot like that. I wasn't ready.
It's your name. You should know that.
All right.
Okay. Hello. Sorry. Wait. 3, 2. Hello, dear listeners. I am here with.
Who are you?
Oh my god! Please, weren't you the one who was like, "Yeah, I want to make sure it's done by midnight"? It is 11:47. We don't have time
Hey,
for this.
shut up.
Okay.
Okay.
3,
Last take, I
2.
promise.
No, fuck you. 3, 2, 1. Hello, dear listeners. My name is Solomon, and I am here with.
I'm Anthony. Last name to be determined. I play Joey in the DBD podcast Arctic Cell, however you pronounce it. I'm not really sure.
The Arctic Cell.
Arctic Cell?
Not. No. It's the Auric Cell, but you said the Arctic Cell.
No, I said the art. Okay, sure. All right, cool.
Okay, so now that we're done bullying him for now, yeah, he plays Joey, and he also is going to be composing the background music for the show. So we're just gonna talk about our feelings and stuff, and
Let's
have everyone
go.
get to know you.
You know what? I gotta say this. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is if we're gonna talk about feelings. I want to say how I feel about interviews. 'Cause I don't like them. All right. I hate interviews because you know what? You know what? It's just a snapshot of what you were that day. If you were in a bad mood and you conveyed that over the interview and that's all anyone sees and you don't do any interviews later, people will think you're just in a bad mood like all the time. That's all people see of you is those freaking 15 minutes of who you are. And what if you mess up? What if you accidentally say something unforgivably racist? All right? What if that happens? You can't go back on it. You can't do another take. It is what it is. You can't mess up. Interviews are stressful. Anyways, here we are.
I really hope it's not gonna take too much out of you to not say anything unimaginably racist. I really hope.
We'll see how it goes.
That's not a good answer. Okay.
See, and that was sarcasm, but I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter for that. See, that's why I don't like interviews. You just proved my point.
Okay,
Anyways,
so what's your Twitter?
Back to the interview.
No. The first question. What's your Twitter? You should plug your Twitter.
Seriously, the first question.
Yes.
Tell me on a piece of paper you have what is Joey's Twitter written down in pen.
Oh, you think I prepared questions beforehand? No, I'm winging this shit. So, what's your Twitter? Go ahead, plug it.
You'll have to find it yourself. It'll be in the credits section. Yeah, you have to watch the credits. You have to watch the entire credits. You have to watch the whole credits roll to find my Twitter. I'm gonna make it hard. Make it hard for you. If you want to get me back on Twitter, you gotta find me first.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. well, let me ask a more general question then, so you don't get doxxed or something.
Oh, let's go.
So, um, what? How much did you know about Dead by Daylight before joining this cast?
I knew that it was a video game, and that you could buy it on Steam, and that it existed.
Okay, and how much do you know about Dead by Daylight now?
I know that it's a video game. I know there's a black person in it. That's me.
Oh my god.
And I know that you can buy it on Steam. And I'm pretty sure it's a horror game. Like, I'm not 100%. I think so. But yeah.
How do you not know it's a horror game by now?
I don't know. Well, okay. So it could have just been like... Okay, so... Series of Unfortunate Events, the Netflix remake, which was honestly a lot better than the original movie, because the original movie cut out like the last 7 books and had a terrible ending. Long story short, the Netflix movie Series of Unfortunate Events was not a horror series. It was just a really unfortunate series of events, like the title suggests. That could be Dead by Daylight.
All right, well, I guess you're kind of right, because Dead by Daylight is very horror. Like, these are all like killers and psychopaths and monsters and stuff, and the stuff that goes on in the realm is pretty horrific. But there's just a lot of memes, and it's like the gameplay itself is not necessarily super scary unless you go against like a jump scare killer. So I mean, I guess it's kind of like, I guess you're kind of based and a little bit red pilled there.
Yeah, and did Frank stab the cleaner, or did he slip on the mop water and accidentally impale him?
I think he stabs him. I think it's pretty clear.
But how do you know that? How do you know that?
It said so, like in the lore. What?
But what if he slips, he stabs him, all right?
Yeah.
But then he knows that he slipped, but everybody else all they saw was him putting the knife in the cleaner, right? So they think that he did it on purpose. He did it on accident, but he can't lose his title as the leader. He has to be strong. He has to be someone they can look up to, so he pretends like he did it on purpose, like a cat or something, you know?
So is this Joey's theory of why they ended up killing that guy that night? Is this what he's thinking while he's doing his thing?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm all for theories. The entire basis of my podcast is based on a theory. So, I mean, I think that's canon now.
Also, honestly, I'm totally trying to get back at him because he put the bloody body in my car. Do you know how hard it is to get bloodstains out of a freaking car?
Do you?
I refuse to answer that question.
Okay, all right. So we've established that you're racist and a murderer in the past 8 minutes.
We're off to a great start.
We're to a great start. I mean, honestly, same.
I hope this never gets posted.
Yeah, I honestly do a lot of editing for this. So okay. So when you got the role of Joey, what were your thoughts, and like how was it exploring this character and learning things about him, and as a voice actor, how'd you feel? Go.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So my first thought when you cast me was like, oh my god, it took him long enough. Because okay, no, you can't tell me I would not be a better frickin' what's his face from Chromatic.
Oh, Chromatic probably won't even be out by the time this is out, but
I know,
continue.
I was supposed to make a joke about that sometime.
No one's gonna get that.
I know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hang on, I gotta go to Chromatic, and I gotta find who is Blue? Who's Blue? What's Blue's name?
Well,
in the game. In the game,
the Mariner?
What's Blue's name? The Mariner. I would have been a better Mariner. You know it.
I wanted all the people. I wanted all the like magical versions to sound older though, and you definitely sound like a teenage guy.
Yeah, I know. That's yeah. Okay.
So it wasn't your acting ability. It was your it was ageism.
Thanks. Really feeling the love here. But I remember when I finished the table reading, and this is true, Solomon was like, "You're new at this, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yep, this is the first time I've ever done any voice acting in my life." And he's like, "I did not know that."
Yeah,
That
you
made
were
me
good.
feel so happy.
Oh,
Because I was so happy that day because that's what I love about voice acting, and that's why I love Joey, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute, is because I get to explore emotions. I get to put myself in the character and feel what they feel. And when I put myself in Red's shoes, which you're gonna see what happens to him when Chromatic comes out, if it ever does.
it'll
Um,
never come out.
okay. Um, when
But
I was doing the
I
table
get you.
reading, I got to be Red and I got to put myself in his shoes. And in the final episode, I just let it all out, and it was beautiful, and I loved that. That was so fun, and it was so great to see that Solomon thought that it was great, and that's great. And that's what I did with Joey too. That's what I did.
And
with
what kind
Joey.
of what kind of feelings like did you get to experience as that character? Preferably without spoiling too much, but like what feelings did you feel?
Well, I got to feel like, okay, frick, there's an actual word for this emotion, but it's kind of like longing for something that you've lost. Is it just called longing? I don't know.
Maybe it's called long. There's probably a big word for it, but I don't use big words because I find big words pretentious. Actually, that's a fucking lie. I use big words, but only on characters who I think are smart.
Okay,
Anyway,
thanks. Dang, that explains why my script was simple. Anyways, um, so
Joey's a teenager and a Twitch streamer. He's not gonna be the most intelligent guy in the world.
I know. But yeah, I got to experience like being sad in the sense of missing something that you have lost, like grieving. I literally got to grieve as Joey.
That's good.
And
I mean,
I
not saying
know
grief is good, but yeah.
I know that I'm harping on all the sad emotions. I do that a lot because I think that they are the most powerful emotions.
Oh,
But that's not to say that I didn't go full in on some of the jokes that Joey made in the script. I
yeah. I will say, I like to encourage my actors to improv because I think they come up with good stuff when they do. And you had a lot of improv that was really funny, and so I added most of it. Some
let's
of it
go.
didn't work for the sake of timing, but a lot of it did work, and I appreciate that. It makes it
Yeah.
more fun for me when I'm editing because when I'm editing, I'm just sitting there at my computer for 6 hours at a time, and if I can laugh during that period, it helps.
Yeah, it's so nice too because like I read the script and like say I didn't do like an improv for this specific line hypothetically. I read the script and I'm like, dang, that's cheesy. But then I go
Wait,
through it and I start, hey, let me finish. I go through it and I start like saying the lines and I start getting into the character and I deliver whatever joke happens to be there and I'm like, wow, that was amazing. It fits well. It fits the character. Part of this goes out to Solomon for being a good writer, and part of it goes out to me because I'm cool. But the point is,
ladies, he's single. Fun fact.
okay. All right. Yeah, that is technically factually correct. Anyways,
Not actually factually correct. Okay, yeah, I get you.
so it's just
yeah.
you get to be a different person and have a different sense of humor and experience different things. And Joey is a weird different from me. Joey is kind of me. I used to be his Twitch streamer. I say some of the stuff that Joey says unironically. I'm not going to tell you which stuff that Joey says unironically. That'll be up to your imagination.
He says
But
PogChamp every single 5 seconds. Fun fact.
okay. That I don't do. Well, I'm not going to answer that either. But anyways, we're the same person kind of, but we're different in a lot of ways, and that was super trippy to act for because I'm like, oh my god, I would say that, but I had to deliver
I get
as
you.
Joey. It's so cool. I love
you-
I love voice acting. I've just been yelling about voice acting for 5 minutes because it's so freaking cool, and I love it. I love what I do. This is so fun.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you're having fun. Did you get to do any sounded really dismissive. Did you have you done any other voice acting, like audition wise and stuff? Like, have you gotten into other things, or is it just this?
I have a extremely unhealthy voice acting habits.
What does that mean?
Uh, well, you see, so
Uh,
what happens is I will come upon some free time. Like, okay, I
mhm.
have this month, and it's just an easy month. So I spend a day, a week, just browsing around, auditioning for things, um, not thinking too much about it. Next week comes by, I get rejected by most of them because that's how voice acting goes. But then I
Hell
get
yeah.
accepted by a few of them, right?
Yeah.
And then they all pile up, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh
been
god,
there.
I'm gonna die. Like, you know what? You know what I'm doing right now? Okay, school is starting on top of all of this before I even start the list. School is starting very soon. And I have to compose the background music for this. I have to compose the background
Mhm.
music for Chromatic. I have to do another composition piece for a project called That Emotion Called Blue. I have to do another composition piece for some commissions that I got online. And I have to do another composition piece for my school because I'm not going to get into that because that's a little personal and might reveal some personal information about me, and that's not internet safe, kids. But yeah, I got to write songs for my freaking school, dude. I'm
Okay.
dying over here.
Um, do you have any like? How are you managing this? It doesn't sound like you are, but just in case you are, how are you managing that?
Okay. I bet you're so worried right now because the music is due like the 8th, right? August 8th or something.
I mean, things are flexible. I don't want you to like die, because if you died, I'd feel bad for a good 5 minutes, and I don't want to feel bad for a good 5 minutes. So,
Dang.
um,
A whole 5
so
minutes
like,
just for me. Thank you.
yeah, I would
Feel
schedule
blessed.
out some time to feel sad and then go do that.
I'm gonna take
Um,
off part of your lunch break just to go
yeah,
feel
literally.
sad. God, okay. Um
You have to be very efficient with your time when you're running a show like this. So, I
yeah.
only have 5 minutes a day to be sad, and then I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Um,
As for managing it, I eh, there are okay, so I'll admit it, I'm not perfect. There are some times that things just fall through the cracks. I remember this voice acting job that I got cast for. It was about dang, that's a good question. But I vividly remember like they kept pinging me at like the least convenient times. And I kept thinking, okay, I'll get back to them later. And eventually I just didn't get back to them at all and they kicked me off.
oh,
And
yeah.
that is ever since that day I've just tried to avoid that. But sometimes you can't avoid that and things will fall through the cracks and you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
But as for how I handle things usually, I don't know. I'm gonna admit it. I'm bad with time management. But I have the only thing going for me pretty much is a good mindset. I
That's
can
good.
get myself hyped up to do work very easily. So
You're a hype beast. I see.
yeah, kinda yeah. So like all of this music, if you didn't like music, that would be an absolutely daunting task. But for me, if the chord progression kind of bussin', then it bussin', all right?
That
So,
actually is a really good like segue into my next point.
oh
You're
my god.
making a lot of the music. Well, what? I'm trying to be professional here. Actors. Anyway, you're making a lot of the music, right, for this.
Making all of the
For
music for this.
well, there are some songs that I threw in there that you didn't make,
I
and they're for
can't
comedic effect.
believe
But
you.
well, I'm sorry that you can't compete with. God, actually, I'm not gonna spoil that. But anyway,
All right,
um,
sure.
my point is, composing music. It seems to be a big part of your personality. You seem to be like very, hi, I'm Anthony, and I'm a composer. So talk about like why you love music or how you started composing. Don't you have like 18 instruments in your room or something? Like,
Oh yeah, there. Okay, yeah. I was on a voice call and I was bragging about all my instruments, and they're like, "No balls, you won't go get them all." So they're just on a pile on the floor next to me. They're right
not a
there.
pile.
I can see
Oh,
them. Here, look. I got a
I
ukulele,
can't. I'm not
guys.
looking.
Guys, I got a ukulele, guys.
Oh my god, he's so quirky. Ladies, he's single. I
You
mean,
can't hear it. The microphone's not picking it up. What if I talk so the microphone picks it up and then I play it? Ah! That didn't.
I heard one chord and you just disappeared.
See, I got a ukulele, I promise. So,
You know, I also have ukulele, but it's horribly out of tune. I wonder if you can hear it. Hold up. Ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Ladies and
How does
gentlemen,
that make you feel? as a
ukuleles are
composer?
not supposed to sound like that, guys.
Does that make you just hurt inside that I haven't tuned it since 2 years ago?
I don't have perfect pitch, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, just it's bad. Trust me.
I
I
know.
picked it up from Walmart. I bought it for $20 at Walmart.com, and then
Is it the plastic SpongeBob ukulele?
it's not SpongeBob, but it certainly is plastic. It's plastic and white and has like this little like rainbow heart thingy on it because it's gay, I guess. And
That's
I named it
amazing.
Mistakes. It's Mistakes the ukulele, and I'm very proud of them. They're non-binary. I don't know.
Okay, that's great.
So, how many non-binary instruments do you have? How many instruments do you have?
Hang on, let's see. Okay, I'm getting another one soon. I'm getting my hands on a Barry sax. 'Cause
Okay, nice.
my main instrument is saxophone. So I have saxophone, ukulele, melodica, harmonica, tin whistle, recorder, kalimba, piano. That's 8.
Okay.
And then 9
Do you,
when the Barry sax comes in.
do you play drums at all?
I've tried so hard. I am just not dexterous at all. I don't know what my hands are doing half the time. So
Fair
yeah.
enough. But I've heard your beats though, and you most certainly have like some kind of rhythmic like flow there with I don't know what do you use on fucking Ableton or
Yeah,
is that
I use
808s? Okay,
Um,
you want to talk about why Ableton's superior and why FL Studios is trash or something since you seem to dog on me for that.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, look, I know that Ableton likes to make fun of FL Studio, and FL Studio likes to make fun of Ableton. But we're all trying to make music here, except for the people on Cubase. I don't know what they're doing.
What
But-
is Cubase?
It's another program.
See, I don't speak composer. I wouldn't
Yeah.
know these things.
So, we're all just trying to make music here. It's fun to poke fun at the other DAW user, but like we're all friends here except Cubase.
And you also said that when you're acting, you get to like be a different character and stuff, right? And you get to like live in those emotions and feel those things you might not usually feel in your day to day. So like, what do you feel when you're like composing and making music, that kind of thing? Like, is it a similar feeling, or like what goes through you artistically?
I guess so. Emotions have definitely influenced my composing as a whole. Honestly, okay. Emotions influence like all of my life choices because I was born left-brained. I'm horribly left-brained. I love math and numbers and all that. So emotions are something that I literally don't understand. So I want to learn about
Okay.
them. And that's why I love emotion, because I don't know how it works. I don't know what it does. So I love it, and it's great.
That is so different. Sorry, that's just very different from me. I'm a little pissed baby. I cry over everything. So, I hate numbers and math. I can't add 2 and 5. I get stumped. I don't know my left from my right sometimes. It
I
just
don't either,
hurts.
actually. That's the
Oh,
thing that
okay.
runs in my family, is we don't know left from right. That's just, I don't know what the deal is, but that's just,
Right.
yeah, that's us.
So would you say your left-brainedness has like helped you or like hindered you in the artistic process? Because usually when we hear left-brained and artistic, they're like at ends, but you seem to be a very artistic left-brained person. So how does that work?
I think, well, okay, For voice acting, no clue. I got nothing there. But for music is just numbers. Music is fractions, all right?
Fractions?
Yeah, all of music is fractions, okay? Tempo is fractions. Tones are fractions. Tuning is fractions. Because, like, okay, let's say, okay, so A4, right, in Western music is 440 hertz, I believe.
Okay.
And if you play A5, that is twice. That's going to be 400. That's going to be 880 hertz, right? So that's one half. That's a perfect half. And when your brain hears that and hears a perfect half, it likes that noise. That's why some things sound good and some things don't, is because the fractions line up.
So when I sing and all my halves are like sevenths, it's why it sounds bad.
Yeah, probably. Like if chords work, I think because they all fit into like something out of 8, something over 8. It's been so long since I watched that one harmonic series video by Andrew Huang. Totally go check him out, by the way. But it's all fractions. Everything is fractions. Once you get past something over 32, things start to sound a little dissonant. But it's fractions. Everything.
So I'm assuming you're really good at like math in school then.
Yeah. So it's literally, music is like designed for me, or I was designed for music, or like both at the same time. I don't know. I'm good at math and I love emotion, and music is emotion expressed through math.
You know, I've never thought of it like that. I kind of just stay clear away from math at all times because math hurts me as a person.
That's why your music is bad. Got it. I'm kidding.
Oh.
No.
Fun fact, guys, I've made like 3 different musicals. They're all pretty mediocre. You should check them out. I'll link them in
He definitely beats me in the quantity over quality. I'll give him that. You win that.
That is so shady. What the fuck? Damn. Okay, anyway.
Okay, no, but it is a compliment. Because you might not write as good as me, which is probably why you're paying me to write the music for you. But I would never be able to write 3 musicals. I don't care. No, never. This 30 songs that I'm writing for the podcast right now, that is stretching it. You're pushing limits here. 3 musicals, I would die, all right? You got something special there, all right?
It's called determination. It's like, have you played Undertale?
I have played Undertale, yeah. Do you melt sometimes like Undyne?
Whenever I see anyone male, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it happens to me.
Okay, sure.
I have immense gay disease. Speaking of immense gay disease, what video games do you play? Because you're a gamer, right?
Can't spell gamer without gay, am I right?
You're not helping your case, buddy. So anyway, gamer, what do you play?
Oh my god. Okay. We're back. Okay.
Are you cracked at Fortnite? Like,
I'm cracked at Apex. You're close.
Is Apex close to Fortnite? I don't play both usually, honestly.
They're both battle royales, but they do have like a majorly different mechanics.
Yeah, I was thinking, because I don't play Apex a lot, but when I do, I play Gibraltar, and I just like to like hold a shield up and shoot things.
Good for you.
What does that mean? That sounds condescending as shit.
No, I love Gibraltar. Gibraltars are the most wholesome people in the game.
Oh, that's funny.
People don't play Gibraltar enough. I love Gibraltar.
Yeah. Who do you play then?
I play Rampart.
She's the Australian girl, right? Right?
She's the...
No, wait, she's Indian or something, I think. She has like a buck.
Oh god, this is gonna sound horribly racist. No.
Oh no, just don't say it then. Just don't say it then.
Who are the people where their religion has the women get a red dot on their forehead?
That's not horribly racist.
Okay, thank God.
I think that's Hinduism, and that's definitely India. But it's not just in India.
So she's Indian, but not like American Indian, like Indian.
Yeah, I think in America we call them Native Americans or indigenous people or Yeah, but she's like from the country of India.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And you play Rampart
Yes.
because why? Like,
Engineer TF2.
is that her role in that game?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fair enough.
I grew up. The first shooter I ever played was Team Fortress 2. I love Team Fortress 2. That is my home. I go there sometimes when I'm feeling sad. It's great. I love it. Please solve the bot problem, Valve. If you're listening to this, you're probably not.
I don't think Valve is listening to this.
Please solve the bot problem. It's so bad. You can't even play the game anymore. Like, it's not like Titanfall bad, but like, come on, guys. Anyways,
sorry, what's the bot problem of TF2?
Okay, so Titanfall's bot problem is that they have bots in every server and all the servers are full and you can't even join a game.
Oh.
TF2's bot problem is that the sniper is a very powerful class and they need to nerf sniper, by the way. And he can kill anyone instantly from any range. And there's no bullet drop off, there's no recoil, it's a very basic shooter. So when you put an aim bot on a sniper and let it loose in the wild, it just destroys the server and it's not even playable anymore.
Yeah, that does seem kind of bad. I like the spy dude. I never actually played TF2, but I just liked his vibe. Is he good? Oh, that's not a good answer.
It's like, okay, there's bad spies and there's really, really good spies. There's not a huge in between.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of spies are really toxic, so yeah, sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so how can I segue this? Video games.
Hang on. Wait. The reason that I play Rampart is because I like engineer, I like the task of managing buildings, and I like the task of helping my team. I like being a supportive character. So I play Rampart because she's basically the support character that isn't the support character, the support character, She's like a support character, not the support character, because that's
who is the. Oh, okay, it's Lifeline. Okay,
it's Lifeline.
I like Lifeline.
Lifeline's
cool.
But like, she can make your shots deal extra damage. She can put up a wall of defense. She's cool. She's cool. Yeah. Rampart.
Yeah. Rampart's pretty cool.
Getting a buff next season.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting. But speaking of video games with lots of characters, Dead by Daylight. Yeah,
your segues need help. Whoa.
You know what? Your time management needs help. Are we gonna have a conversation about that?
No, because at the end of the day, actually, I can't make that comparison. I was gonna say at the end of the day, my stuff gets done, but at the end of the day, this interview is gonna get done. So
yeah.
Unless I make it last forever. You guys want to listen to the entire B-movie script? Here we go. I'm pulling it up.
Please stop. No. Okay, so Dead by Daylight, right? Would you ever consider like playing and/or buying it?
No.
Really?
Never.
Why not?
I hate horror games. With the exception of Doki Doki Literature Club, that's the only one I can stand. I just don't like horror.
And why is that? Is it because you're scared? I mean, is it? Hello?
Sorry, my mic magically unplugged itself.
Sure it did.
So, basically, yeah, Why do
you not like horror games?
Okay, well, I'm a bit queasy, so I can't really do a whole lot of gore. So that is a thing. So gory horror video games are just totally 100%, 10,000% out of the window.
Yeah.
I'm also like, okay, let's put it this way. I'm going to simplify my whole explanation. I am okay with being scared. I like roller coasters. I like Halloween. I like getting jump scared every so often just to make sure that my heart is still beating and then subsequently not beating. Heart attack moment. Anyways, but the idea of like subjecting yourself to long periods of extreme discomfort just doesn't appeal to me.
I suppose that makes sense.
I'm also just bad at handling horror. Like
Yeah.
I'm skittish, I'm squeamish, I'm all the ish adjectives. And like the 60-second roller coaster I can handle, the freaking 8-hour video game, no.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I will say I'm not gonna like try to like force you to play DVD, obviously, but I will say that it's way on the tame side when it comes to like actual scares and actual gore. It's pretty tame.
That does
And
not bode very well for me.
what does that mean? You can't handle tame stuff?
No, that means that if I think Dead by Daylight is bad, what else is out there?
Oh, well, yeah, you're gonna be in for a surprise
Oh
because I
god.
promise you. I think I've been scared way more on Five Nights at Freddy's than I have Dead by Daylight, but maybe I'm
Are
just
you sure?
terrible.
I love Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's a horror game. What do you mean? What? What
Not really.
do you mean? Not really. It's a horror game.
Not really. It's a spooky
Okay.
jump scare game. It's a nervous game. It's a game that makes
Okay,
you like, ooh, when's he gonna show? It's like playing Spy TF2. It's like, ooh, when's he gonna show up? You know, it's not like literally like there's a difference between oh no, I'm scared to literally someone is having their organs harvested in front of me and I'm hanging from a meat hook and they're next and I'm gonna die and oh god, someone help me. There's a difference, all right? Okay.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But the unique draw of DVD also is that you could play as the killers, i.e., like the killer you play. Actually, you could like be Joey. I know the guy who voices Ghostface played the game and tried to play Ghostface, and he kind of sucked at it actually.
The guy who
But
voices Crypto in Apex Legends plays like so much Apex Legends. They're level 500, which is the max level. They stream it on Twitch. It's hilarious. I think it's awesome. Go check him out.
That
It's
is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Although
And they
Crypto
give
seems
him
like kind of
free.
weird.
They give him free stuff because he's a voice actor. They're just like, hey, you want this rare loot box? And he's like, sure.
It must be kind of weird to like voice something and then play it.
I know. And then he has to. He play. You know who his main is? You know who he mains?
No.
He mains Crypto. He
Well,
plays
I mean,
himself all the time. It's
don't
his
worry, I
favorite
also play
character.
myself all the time. I too play myself quite a bit.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. But it's not about me, it's about you. So yeah, I think I'm running out of things to say. I should have actually had like a prepared list of questions, shouldn't I?
Maybe that would have been a good idea before
You know what?
interview. An interview.
I'm gonna have to cut out most of this anyway, so you don't look racist or gay. So
Okay, can you keep that part in? Can you just be
Sure.
like, you don't know how much of this video's been cut. You just know that there was a lot of it.
There was a lot of it cut out. Okay,
I love
well,
that.
I don't have a whole lot more to say. I'm trying to think of things I could pry from you.
Okay, well, you can take your time to think about it because you're going to cut this all out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with that theory.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Someone just asked me if my commission is still open.
Just maybe like shut off your DMs for a bit, man. I don't know.
I'm on Do Not Disturb, but the big red circle with the one in the middle, it burns.
Mm.
It
I think there's a
burns
Discord
my
setting though where you
retinas.
can like there's a Discord setting where you can like block people from messaging you unless you're like they're your friend or something.
Yeah, I don't want it. That's mean. That's meanie.
Yeah, okay. I've kind of gotten over that phase of my life of like I
Yeah.
don't want to be mean. Like I don't know. I think it's because I've casted so much. I've just gotten used to being like no to people.
Yeah, that's a
For
good
the
skill to have.
podcast, for the podcast, I had said no to like, God, how many auditions were there? There was like 500,
Oh,
probably
God.
more. Yeah, so there's a lot of saying no.
Oof.
And I felt bad too because a lot of the people who auditioned, like they were actually pretty decent. It's just their mic quality was too bad. So
I
Congrats
hate
to
when
you
that
for having-
happens.
yeah,
Ah.
congrats to you for having decent mic quality.
Hey, let's go. Plus, nobody auditioned for Joey Lol.
Yeah. Let's see. What are your deepest? Actually, a better question. What do you like want to do in life? You might not know at the moment because you're some age that implies you're a teenager, but continue? Like, what do you think you want to do?
I think it's pretty set. I don't know. Like,
I think what's
okay,
pretty set.
this is gonna sound so weird and trippy and scripted, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
Okay.
Like, this sounds like a freaking movie, and I'm 100% aware of that. Is that for the first time in my life, I feel like I am on a path to something that I want to actually do.
Oh, that's not movie. That's very good, actually. Most people aren't there in their fucking 20s and 30s. Like,
I know. So the fact that it's happening to me at my age is like, it's freaking the teenager in the high school Netflix drama that like knows what they want to be by age 2. Like, that doesn't happen.
Do you think your life is more of a comedy or a drama or like a romance, or is it a horror film?
God, if it was a romance, I wouldn't be here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see how you feel about me, Anthony.
What? What?
I thought our romance was kind of cute, but I guess you don't. It's fine. That's whatever. I'm not.
You
hurt.
have a boyfriend.
No, I don't. I fucking wish. Shit.
What? How did you? I will scroll up to the top of my DMs and find the picture where you said, I sent you my audition, my video audition, and you were like, hey, you look kind of like my boyfriend. And then you sent me a picture of your boyfriend.
Brother, that was almost a year ago.
Yeah,
I think.
and that's how long it's taken to get Chromatic out. But it's not even out yet, is it? Huh?
How is that related to my boyfriend?
boyfriend?
What I'm trying to say is, I'm single, and I feel like your life is definitely not a romance. So, what is it? Is it a action-packed thriller? Is it a black comedy? Like,
It's a slice of life anime.
is it a harem?
No. Oh, I wish, but no.
Yeah. Wait, anime? Do you watch anime?
A lot.
Oh, that explains so much. That explains so much.
I went to a sleepover with a bunch of friends, and we literally all piled on his couch, and we just watched the entirety of Beastars season 1 and 2 in one sitting.
I finished season 2 earlier. This week.
It took 8 hours.
I can't imagine 8 hours of Beastars with like friends. I couldn't do it.
I barely did it. It was hard.
Well, did you like it?
It was great. I love Beastars. Is awesome.
Yeah, Beastars is pretty good.
Oh my god, the second half of the second season. You know the worst part about becoming a voice actor is that you can hear the mic imperfections in other people's voice acting. And I'm like, bruh,
I didn't
Lewis needs help with his microphone. And there's this one scene where Jonah, I love Jonah Scott. He streams on Twitch. Look him up. He's awesome. You can hear him. He does this one line where he has to yell, and then right after he has to talk normally, and you can hear him move closer to his microphone. And I'm like,
I didn't notice.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that, but maybe
nobody notices that. But
well, but I spend all day listening to voice actors. I feel like I should be able to hook up on that. Maybe I'm bad.
But have you done the voice acting yourself?
That's so I did all the voice acting for Wraith in this, and he's in almost every episode. So I mean, I've done quite a bit of voice acting, but I'm not like some of these people. Like the woman who voices Nurse, she's been doing this for 15 years. So obviously she's a bit more advanced than I am.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but like
it's really interesting the range of cast I got here because you're very new and I'm relatively new, but I've got some professionals here. I think the guy who voices Executioner is like an ex-Marine or something. He's like old, but
okay, all right then.
He's a chill dude.
Yeah, but like and maybe it's just because I have music ears too. I don't have
music ears. So.
I've been trained to listen for like the slightest imperfection my entire life. So like I literally had to pause the show and rewind just to show my friends that he moved closer to his microphone. It
you seem very fun at parties.
It sent me into a blind rage. I couldn't see anything other than red because Jonas Scott moved a foot closer to his microphone. The nerve of that guy.
I don't think he edited the thing though. I don't know if that's necessarily on him.
He didn't. Yeah, and I don't think it's on Louis. On Louis. It's Louis. It's Louis, not Lewis. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna correct you, but it's all right.
I don't think it's on Louis. I forget the voice actor's name because it's really long and complicated. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Well, we'll see. But anyways, I don't think it's on him. I think that because they were doing the production during COVID, he had to set up a home studio instead of being able to go to the actual studio.
That's probably it. Yeah.
And he got the best microphone he could with what little probably money he had because voice acting is hard and poor.
Hell yeah. That's how I like it.
Man, he tried his hardest, and 99% is not going to notice that, and that's what they care about. But the 1% of voice actors who are watching Beastars are going to be like, ooh.
Well, you should go tell him that. You should go write a very strongly worded email.
No, he's going to tell everyone. He's going to show up on the Honeycast, and he's going to be like, oh my god, it hurts so bad to have to do that. That's what he's going to do. Yeah. I guarantee it.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when you're voicing Beastars season 11, you'll be able to. I cannot imagine sitting there watching Beastars for that long, especially because that is so like sexually charged. Just
yeah.
The group of people just like chilling there for 8 hours. Like fuck.
Yeah. We were all straight men though, so it was a little easier.
That's the worst kind.
No. Okay. Well.
So no, I'm gonna get canceled. Actually, no, I won't. I'll be praised for that statement.
Right
so.
But yeah, literally, life goal: meet Jonah Scott in the studio. I'm gonna drive to LA, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Jonah, you literally inspired my entire voice acting career," and he's gonna be like, "Cool." And then I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna voice act with him, and that's what's gonna happen. Because by then he's gonna be like 35 or something. He's 20 right now, just for reference.
Okay. Cool. Good. Wow. Good. Great. I had a whole thought and then I completely fucking lost it.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
What other anime have you watched then, besides Beastars? What do you like a lot?
I like. You guessed it. Emotional animes. Frick yeah, boy. That's why I like Beastars a lot, because it explores like teenage angst in depth.
I don't know how much teenage angst is like. Teenage angst is like my mom took my car keys. Teenage angst is not I want to eat my partner. Like,
hey, you haven't experienced true teenage angst. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyways,
I promise you, in my 19 years, I've experienced a lot of it, man.
Okay. But yeah, I loved Violet Evergarden. Have you ever watched that one?
No, I don't watch a lot of anime because I have standards. No, I'm kidding.
I'm offended by that. That anime made me cry like twice. It's so good. But then, I'm not into like, yo, this guy's so powerful and he's gonna punch you and whoa.
I think that's called shonen anime. I could be wrong though.
Like Dragon Ball Z, JoJo, One Piece, but like when the hero is like actually balanced, and even the freaking One Punch Man. I love One Punch Man because they did it so well.
Yeah, it did really well.
But like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that was great. Blue Exorcist, that was great. Fairy Tail, that was great.
I love Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail's great. I love so good.
It sounds like you'd like My Hero Academia, I think.
I've never gotten into it. I don't know why. I probably should eventually. Soul Eater, yeah. I liked Soul Eater too.
Soul Eater is also good. Oh, I haven't.
You don't want to know the best part about Soul Eater?
What?
Is that the main character kind of sucks, and halfway through they realize that nobody likes the main character, so they just stop giving them screen time.
Okay. I haven't got that far into Soul Eater. I think I've watched the first season, and then I stopped, but it was a while ago.
So funny. They just stop caring about the main character for like a whole season, and then they go back to it because they have to progress the plot. It's so funny.
Poor guy.
It's a girl, actually. I can't believe you misgendered a fictional character.
Wait, isn't Soul the main character? like the dude who turns into the fucking sword, right? Or scythe, or isn't he?
Oh my god,
Like,
wait, no, I thought that the girl who wielded the scythe was the main character.
I mean, they're kind of with each other a lot, but isn't it called Soul Eater, not
No,
Girl Eater?
it's Soul Eater because the weapons eat the souls of the people that they kill
Right, but
and
if you
they
have an
get
anime
stronger,
named
right?
Soul Eater, if you have an anime named Soul Eater and you got a character named Soul, isn't he the main character? I don't.
If the anime is named Soul Eater and the main character's name is Soul, I expect it to be a cooking show.
What?
All right? That's a
I don't think those.
misleading title. That is a misleading title. If it's Soul Eats, then Soul can eat souls. I'm okay with that. But if it's Soul Eater, that's a cooking show featuring Soul as the main dish. I'm sorry.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
So that's why Soul is not the main character. It's actually the girl.
I feel like we've gotten very far away from Dead by Daylight. What any other questions, comments, like thoughts in your brain? You seem to have a lot of thoughts in your brain about a lot of things.
I can talk forever. That's a true statement.
Yeah, this was supposed to be over like 20 minutes ago, but
I know.
Yeah,
they're only gonna see the 5 minutes that are actually watchable.
So, what's your deepest fear?
All right, I'll take it. You gotta mix in like one deep actual question in the midst of like, what's your favorite anime? Like, I respect that.
I'm just struggling, my dude. Anyway, continue.
It's fine. You're handling it well. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, my deepest fear.
You can say me. That's a valid answer.
Not quite, but close. Hang on, there's a moth in my room. Ah, frick off. Can you go away? Go away. Okay,
I like moths. Moths are cool.
They are pretty cool, except for when they're like flying in your face. Then they're not cool.
No.
My deepest fear is not being able to apologize.
Oh, that's kind of interesting, actually.
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of because I said this before, all right? I'm not great at emotions. I'm a left brain person. I don't freaking know what it does, all right? So,
yeah.
I'm going to mess up a lot. Okay? I'm going to say stuff that I shouldn't have. I'm going to read a social cue wrong. That happens. I'm learning, all right?
Yeah.
And when I mess up so bad that I can't turn around and say, I'm sorry, that, like, I stay awake at night for that stuff. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to get into too much detail, but there are actual people that I've messed up that bad with, and I'm pretty sure they want me dead. And, like, not actually, like, ironically, like...
no, I understand.
I'm not in actual danger, guys. But, like, I can't say sorry, even though what I did to make them that mad was a genuine, honest mistake and a total misread of the situation. And overall, just a really big understanding involving a lot of trust. Which I give out trust too easily too, and that's something I'm working on. So I trust people very easily, and they totally backstabbed me. And this whole mess, not gonna get into it too much, but I can't say sorry. And forever, these people will think of me in a lower light. They will think that I meant to do that, then that I am a bad person when all I'm trying to do is make people happy. That's why I voice act. That's why I write music, is so that people can enjoy it.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I twerk to almost everything you make. So there's that.
You tell me in great detail in DMs.
Let's not talk about what happens in our DMs.
That's a good idea.
Well, I will say that guilt is a very real human emotion. So maybe you're not actually a robot. Maybe you can feel things. You just don't really know what to call them.
Yo, no way, bro.
I don't know. Shit. I'm not a therapist. Do you know? Do you know how much research I did into the psychology of serial killers to get into the fucking Orc Cell podcast, and then how much that actually made it into the script? Not a lot because I'm not a therapist. But my point is, um, psychology, right? And
Yeah.
like your feelings.
Yep.
I think an important lesson I learned in my life is that no matter what you do, there'll be someone who doesn't like you. And okay, so when I was in high school, I spent a lot of time, freshman and sophomore year, trying to be nice and cater to people, and just I really cared a lot about what they thought, and I filtered a lot of what I said. Then junior year, somewhere in the middle of it, I was just like, fuck it, and I took off my filter and I became more authentically me. And I pissed a lot of people off, but I gained a lot of respect just because uh, I was open and honest and didn't hold back. Um, so you will gain enemies throughout your life, but it's
Yeah,
important
I
to
know.
not super care about what they think unless you legitimately did something very wrong. Because it's one thing to just like be unapologetic in who you are, but it's another thing to be an asshole. And if you're intentionally being an asshole, then like yeah, no, that's not on you. But if you're not, and they're gonna hate on you regardless because you made a mistake, then like that's not on you. And I wouldn't carry that burden on your shoulders. It's not worth it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something that I'm also working on, is being more authentic. I think, I hope that I am a fun guy. All right. I do
No,
cater to people.
I've
That's
been bored this entire time.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
gosh. I think I'm a fun guy. I do cater to people sometimes because that is the burden of the life of the party, which is me, by the way, for clarification, because I'm cool. Remember from earlier when I said that I was cool? It's still true. Like
Yeah,
15
I'm
minutes
I'm
ago, that I'm
sure
still
if you,
cool.
if you
Okay.
say you're
I,
cool all the time, people will think you're cool. That's how that works.
I know. It's science, right? So
It's like PEMDAS. It's math. It's all just numbers.
it's beautiful. Anyways, but yeah, I think that people enjoy it when I am myself. Um,
Yeah.
because my true self isn't a very offensive person, unlike another person in this call. I'm talking to you, Craig, the recording bear. Anyways,
The audience doesn't know who Craig is. Don't bring Craig into this.
I'm bringing Craig into this. He's
Okay,
the
just
recording
continue.
software that we're using to record this.
Why did you drag the
Interview.
recording software into this discussion?
Anyways, and I know that there will always be people that are like, I don't like his vibe. Okay. And there will people that are like, ew, he's making a racket. I'd wish he'd be quiet. He's being too cool. I can't handle it, you know? There will always be people that either don't associate with you or don't like you. And I have accepted that. But when there are people that literally cannot forgive you for something that you did just by being yourself, either they're a terrible person or you need to say sorry because you messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Life will throw a lot of hard things at you, man. No homo. And I just
Oh
think
my god, no. No.
and I think you're going to live. That was really bad advice. What I'm trying to
Sounds
say is,
painful. You'd have to take it off before you can throw it.
what does
Ah.
that mean?
Ah.
What does that mean?
You were the one who said no homo. You brought this up. This is on you. All right. This is on you. This is all on you.
Hey, it's okay. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm not. I
forgive
really
you.
am not, actually.
I unforgive you. I revoke my forgiveness.
I don't say sorry for anything, really. I mean, no, I make mistakes sometimes, but it's very few and far between because, as you know, I'm literally perfect. So
We all know this. It's a fact.
yeah, we all. It's a PEMDAS, right? It's like mathematical constant.
You really need a different analogy other than PEMDAS. You know that's literally the order of operations, right? That's not even real math. That's just how to do math. That's not math itself. That's just how to do math.
Do you think I know how to do math?
Well, you know PEMDAS, so I'd assume yes.
I learned PEMDAS in second grade. It was catchy, and I kept it going. So, like, I don't know what you want from me, but it won't be multiplying by fives or zero. Do you remember having to like learn the multiplication tables and being like 9 times 4 is 40? Wait, no, 36. 9 times 7 is God, what is 9 times 7? It's actually 3.
Are you
My
serious?
po-
It's
listen.
63.
Okay, I got it. Just slower. Okay, fuck. My point is, something. I have no flaws. That was my argument.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Multiplication tables. Numbers are funny. I give numbers personality. I like numbers.
God.
I also
give
like
colors
notes.
personality.
Like the key of
What?
D is like, okay, the key of C is like Daniel, and the key of D is like cooler Daniel. All right. They're both pretty basic, but one of them is just slightly more spicy than the other. G is like a total basic bitch. E is like a total party key. A minor is like your basic edgy kid. E flat minor is like an actually edgy kid.
Okay, I think I get it. I don't know what these chords
Yeah.
sound like, but I guess I can understand what they sound like.
They're not chords, they're
Basically-
key signatures. But yeah.
What does that mean? What?
Okay. But yeah, fun facts for multiplication tables. Can you multiply things by 10?
Yes.
Okay, and then subtract the original number from the thing multiplied by 10. 7 times 10 minus 7 is 7 times 9.
Oh well, I mean, duh. I think I got that.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
it goes faster because multiplying by 10 is super easy. You just add a 0, and then you subtract 7, and you're done. That's it.
so. What you're describing to me is PEMDAS, right? Right?
Depends where the parentheses placed in the equation.
It depends where the parentheses placed in the equation.
Because if it's 10 times parentheses 7 minus 7, that'd be 0. But if it's parentheses 10 times 7 parentheses minus 7, that would
This
be
conversation has
63.
gone nowhere. Do you have anything else to say? It is almost 1 a.m. We were supposed to be done 30 minutes ago.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Do what you love, kids. I love making people happy, and I love exploring emotion. And so far, things are going pretty cool. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. I hate school, like a lot, because it takes time away that I could be writing an absolute banger. But alas, here we are.
Yeah, that was
This is
my
how it
short one.
goes. So, yeah. Be sure to do what you have to do, but always take time to do what you want to do.
Yeah. If you want to go stab someone, it's just up to you. Like, go ahead and do it. You have
But
my
make
full
sure
support.
to do it on your lunch break, not during work hours.
I don't know. Personally, when I worked in retail, actually, let me not even get into that. But basically,
You'd be easier to track because you're on the clock. They know where you are.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Depends on what
they do.
job you're at, but
You're supposed to be
Nah,
in the
they-
store, right?
yeah, they're supposed to be.
No,
You're
but they would be if you clocked in, they would know that you started at the store and that there would be a radius through which you could travel, and they could use the parking lot cameras to see if you used your car or not. If you didn't, they would take the average human walking speed, draw a radius, find the dead body inside the radius, take how long it would take to walk there, and then when you were reported seen back at the store, and then they would know when and where and how the murder took place. Boom.
Okay,
Easy.
this is a very left brain approach. My right brain approach says if I see a bitch stealing something, actually, if I see a bitch, I'm just gonna go up, shank, walk back home. I'll deal with the consequences later.
Okay.
So anyway, kids, that's all the time we have today for the Oracle interview series.
I love
I hope
how we went from like a really wholesome quote that would have been a great ending, and then we accidentally turned at the last second we turned it into How to Get Away with Murder, and now we're doing the ending.
This has been Anthony. He's a real character.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll enjoy his character whenever this episode of the podcast comes out, and also hopefully no one else's interview is this fucking long, or rambly, or pointless.
And I hope Chromatic comes out eventually. Yeah.
Don't plug my other work when we're on this piece of media. That's not. And also, I'm just waiting on the art at this point. The artist has almost finished it, and then I had to edit it. And what am I talking about? Chromatic. This is the Auric Cell.
Hey,
Thanks for
hey.
listening, everybody. Do you have any final comments, Anthony?
I'm just saying, it's really common for musicians to plug their other songs. So like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't think it's that wrong. Like, okay, so you didn't like this because it didn't fit your genre. Go check out this other genre that I like to write in. Anyways,
anything
that's
you
a
wanna plug
really
really quick?
long way to say that you should totally watch Chromatic when it comes out. Not because I was the Mariner, because I was in fact not the Mariner, and that's why that's why it's not as good as it could have been.
If I edit this
But-
out, the editing's gonna be so weird and bad.
I know. No, you cut to a black freaking screen and just put up in Comic Sans and just freaking Anthony wouldn't stop talking, and and then you cut to like the very end where you're like, and I hope you enjoyed this interview, and then that's the whole interview.
Okay, cool. Any other
Okay.
comments? Alright.
I don't know. Stay true to yourself. Do what you want to be. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be.
Fuck.
No. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be, and always make sure that what you're doing feels right.
Well, that was
Unless you're
deep as I
killing
know, but-
someone. Unless you're killing someone.
God.
If
Okay,
it
over.
feels
It's
right
over.
while you're
I'm cutting
stabbing
it off.
someone,
Stop.
you need to
Stop.
see a therapist. You need to see a therapist.
I'm leaving it right there. You need to see a therapist. Okay,
I know.
cool. So
Okay, nice.
I'm cutting it off officially there.
Okay.
Outside of this, how is music going? Actually, fun fact.
Can we get Craig out of here? He's scaring me.
My fucking god. Fine.
I don't want to be caught on tape telling you that the music will be done at a certain time because that's legally binding.
It's not. You've not signed a single contract. It's not legally binding.